hands and legs shiver and go cold. Heartbeat is thumping, body feels torn apart and uneasiness creeps in, and the mind is either fully alert or blank. We all have experienced this in fear and we want to just run away from it, isn't it? But how far will you run? Let's know what is fear. Fear starts developing in a child when the sense of identity begins to form. A newborn knows no fear. Fear is always about the future. When faced with a situation that has an unpleasant experience linked to it from the past, the memory projects all of that back into the present moment, creating more fear for us through an imagination of what if that happens again. So fear is always about the future, but it's based on the past.
So there are mental fears. Fear of getting hurt. Fear for a change. Stage fear. Fear of being judged and criticized. For me, I can speak to n number of people, give public talks and courses, but to face a camera was a big fear. I started making videos, I faced it, and here I am.
There are physical fears, right from cockroaches and lizards to bosses, in-laws, maybe some significant relationships, to even nature, fear of heights, water. I still have this very vivid memory of my early days of swimming when I just started learning, and I used to cry every single day, mostly because all the little kids around me would cry, and that fear had slowly started to creep in. And I used to come back home and tell my mom every day, I don't want to go for swimming, please stop these classes for me, and she was relentless. She used to just force me to go back. And I realized once I was being pushed into water by my coaches, the skill that I was picking up every single time automatically helped me more happy, and I just overcame the fear.
The biggest fear is of death. When faced with danger, we give our 200% to save ourselves. We either flight, that is run away, or we fight. These are two instinctive reactions. There is a fear of losing identity, prestige, fame. What will people think about me? And the strongest fear is of losing love. Very recently I faced this fear. I was totally shattered, but a faith in a divine power and molded me so beautifully that I was not broken into pieces, though healing is taking time. A little fear, like a salt in the food, is also needed for righteousness and to keep us grounded.
Whether it's physical or mental fears, the more we try to run away from it, the more it seems to follow us. So how do we really overcome fear? In fear, we feel these uncomfortable sensations around the heart region, and in fact, that is what makes us feel like we want to just run away from the whole situation. But when we just sit still with the sensations, no matter what, without resisting anything, we experience the sensations dissolve on their own and the mind automatically snaps out and becomes free. With practice, we experience this expansion and freedom more and more, and that is in fact love. So the same feeling in the heart region of fear transforms into love, and eventually the fear fades away. You can experience this in meditation.
You need a mastery and the master to rise above fear. The mastery or the expertise brings confidence and courage that I can do this. I am bigger than the event. And having a master is like a safety belt on the roller coaster of life. So enjoy the ups and downs of life, but free of fear. Like, subscribe and share this beautiful wisdom with your family and friends. Sukhi Bhava.